amigos, hoy es miércoles y estoy afuera. I'm outside. It was cloudy in the morning, but then the sun came out and it got a little warmer. I have this book. It's called Endangered Plants. That means there are a lot of plants that are in danger of disappearing for good. So I'll be reading this book today. Okay? Last Chance to Save Endangered Plants by Anita Canary. On the edge, around the world, tens of thousands of species of plants, from towering trees to tiny orchids, are endangered of disappearing for good. They are threatened by habitat destruction, illegal collecting by plant hunters, and competition with introduced species. Many are found in remote parts of the planet, and some have only recently been discovered by scientists. The rosy periwinkle from Madagascar contains chemicals that can be used to fight some type of cancer. Falling forests. One of the places where plants are most at risk is in the tropical rainforest. Rainforest trees are being cut down at an alarming rate for their valuable timber and to clear land for farming. Thousands of seeds like this from Ravenelia plant in Madagascar are held at the Millennium Seed Bank. Seeds from many endangered species of plants are being stored safely in botanical gardens. This means the scientists will be able to grow them in the future. Attenborough's pitcher plant only grows in one place in the world, the slopes of Mount Victoria. Today, there are only a few hundred left. Meat-eating plants. Pitcher plants are meat-eaters. Their leaves form large bell-shaped pitchers with slippery rings. Animals slide into the pitchers where their bodies are dissolved by the liquid inside. This plant has a very large pitcher, big enough to fit a hen inside, that can trap large insects and even small rodents such as shrews. Plant poaching. The main threat facing Attenborough's pitcher plant is plant collecting. Despite their isolated location, pitcher plants are regularly taken from the wild and grown in greenhouses. They can be sold for a very high price. Big leaf mahogany, one of the tallest trees in the Central and South American rainforest. The big leaf mahogany can grow up to 197 feet 60 meters tall, and it can live for a long time, up to 350 years. When mahogany is cut down, it sets off a domino effect of problems. The trees roots help to bind the soil together. When they are gone, the soil is eroded and washes into nearby rivers. This damages the river habitat of many animals, including the endangered giant otter. Café Merang from Osmenia Rodriguez. In 1979, a teacher on the island of Rodriguez in the Indian Ocean sent his class out to search for unusual plants. He was amazed when one of his pupils returned with a cutting from the Café Merang plant. This wild coffee plant was thought to have been extant for more than 49 years. Wild coffee. Only a single specimen of the plant was left. It was found growing by a dusty road and had been half eaten by goats, cabras. Urgent action was needed to save it. Cabras, goats, are one of the main farm animals on the island. Wipe out. The Café Merang once grew in the island's tropical rainforest, but its numbers were devastated by grazing goats and pigs, and habitat loss. Now the last surviving plant faced another threat. Dragon's blood tree. The extraordinary dragon's blood tree is found only on the island of Socotra off the coast of Yemen. It gets its name from its dark red sap, which local people use in dyes and medicines. The dragon's blood tree's unusual shape helps it to survive in its dry, rocky habitat. The umbrella also chases seedlings growing under the adult tree. Golf ball cactus. As its name suggests, the golf ball cactus is small, round, and white, and it is only found on steep mountain slope in Querétaro, southern Mexico. With its bright pink flowers, the cactus is a popular plant for houses and gardens. Cranberries baobab. Baobabs are known as upside down trees because the branches look like roots sticking up into the air. Six of the eight species, including Cardier's baobab, are only found on the island of Madagascar. This enormous tree once grew in the forest near rivers and lakes. Today, as its natural habitat has been destroyed, it is mostly found in open farmland. Look at that, a bird feeding on a baobab flower. Useful baobab. Baobabs are highly valued by local people who use every part of the trees. They make juice from the fruit, eat the seeds, and extract oil from the seeds. The thick reddish gray bark is stripped from the trunk and used to make rubs and medicines. The trees are also important in local cultures as they are believed to be the homes of spirits. Jade vine. The jade vine is a long, woody vine that grows in the rainforest of the Philippines. The jade vine grows blooms of beautiful jade green flowers that are shaped like clouds. The flowers have evolved their shapes so that they can be pollinated by bats. While the bats hang upside down to drink the nectar, their heads get brushed with pollen. Jellyfish tree. The very rare jellyfish tree grows on the island of Mae. In the Seychelles, it grows up to 33 feet 10 meters tall. It gets its name from its small, white flowers, which look like jellyfish tentacles. Botanists are mystified by the jellyfish tree. Its seeds do not seem to be able to germinate in the wild, and there are no new young plants being produced. Monkey puzzle tree. The monkey puzzle tree is an evergreen conifer from Chile and Argentina. It mainly grows in forests on the lower slopes on the Andes Mountains. The tree has spiky branches that are covered in spiny leaves, and it can grow 164 feet, 50 meters tall. It was given its name because people thought that climbing the spiky branches would be a puzzle even for a monkey. Useful tree. The monkey puzzle is the national tree of Chile and the symbol of its national park. It is also important for local people. Garden favorite. Thanks to their striking appearance, monkey puzzle trees are popular in parks and gardens. In the early 20th century, thousands were planted in Europe and North America to show off people's health. In the wild, though, their natural habitat is under serious threat. Pygmy water lily. The pygmy water lily is the world's smaller water lily. It is also one of the world's rarest plants. There are no pygmy water lilies left in the wild. The water lily was discovered growing around the hot spring in Rwanda in 1987. The spring was fed by water from an underground aquifer. Local farmers began using the aquifer for water to irrigate their fields. Quiver tree. The striking quiver tree grows in the dry, rocky deserts of South Africa and Namibia. It is an important tree in its habitat. Its bright yellow flowers attract large numbers of insects and birds, such as sugarbirds, for pollination. The local San people use its branches to make quivers for their hunting arrows. Huge number of the trees have already died off because of drought. Rafflesia. With no leaves or roots, the Rafflesia is a highly unusual plant. It grows inside woody vines in the forest and, for most of the time, cannot be seen at all. Then a bud bursts through the bark and the Rafflesia's extraordinary flower starts to bloom. Super-sized flower. A Rafflesia flower can grow up to 3 feet 1 meter across, making it the largest single flower of any plant. Thanks to its amazing flowers, the Rafflesia has become a tourist attraction. Sinai primrose. This small plant only lives on the slopes of Mount Sinai in Egypt. It has rosettes of grayish green, spear-shaped leaves and golden yellow flowers. With fewer than 200 left in the wild, the Sinai primrose future is looking uncertain. Snowdonia hatweed. There's only one surviving Snowdonia hatweed plant left in the wild. It grows on a steep rocky mountain cliff in the Wales. The plant was thought to be extinct for years, but it was rediscovered in 2002. Over the last 50 years, there has been a huge rise in the number of sheep grazing in the Welsh mountains. Grazing sheep have pushed the hagweed to brink. Cayenne autumn. With its huge leaves and giant flowers, the cayenne autumn is one of the strangest looking plants in the world. It grows on the steep hillsides in the rainforest of western Sumatra, Indonesia. It is also grown in nurseries and botanical gardens where it is a popular attraction with visitors. The flower gives off a terrible smell to attract insects such as beetles and flies. Forest loss. The Titan autumn's natural habitat is being destroyed at a rapid pace. Vast areas of the rainforest have been cut down for timber or to clear space for oil palm plantations. Precious plants, loss of habitats affects the Titan atom directly, but it also puts other species in danger. These include the rhinoceros hornbill, which relies on the plant for food. Welwitschia. The Welwitschia or tree tumble is found in the Namib Desert. It is well adapted to its harsh habitat. Its two leaves soak up moisture from the sea fogs that roll over the desert. Western underground orchid. This unusual orchid spends its whole life underground. It has a wide stem that produces clusters of tiny dark red flowers. Underground insects such as termites pollinate the flowers. The orchid feeds on fungi that live on the roots of broom bushes. Okay amigos, eso ha sido todo por hoy día. I hope you learned something today about endangered plants. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.